gonna say it now, and I'm gonna say it here, and I don't care if this gets clipped. I don't care if this comes back to bite me. Erling Haaland will get less than 13 goals in the Premier League this season, in my opinion.
Mine is not as ridiculous as his, but it's
if that doesn't make him a flop, then I don't know what makes him a flop, personally.
Ayo my people, it's your boy Monty here, and welcome back to another episode of Vibe with Monty. It's been a long time since I saw your beautiful faces, been in the studio, you get me? But now, as you can see, I'm joined by two great guests. Go introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? My name's EGAL. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm wearing the Arsenal kit today, the new black kit. Obviously, the best kit in the league, by the way. Okay. But it doesn't mean much. But yeah, you can catch me on EGTV. That's my YouTube channel. And majority of the times, you catch me on Twitter and everything else at EGTV EGAL.
There we go. What about you?
Yeah, listen, it's your boy AK, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got much to say. You can catch me on Twitter. King of all spaces. We'll talk about it later on as well, but got some radio stuff in the works as well.
Big boss and bunch of stuff.
But yeah, man, we're here to vibe with Monty, man. What's going on, Monty? Chat to us.
Listen, as you guys know, I haven't been in the studio for a while.
Why is
I think the last episode was like June, like mid-June. Reason being, don't worry.
He's lacking, man.
Oh, no. There's no lacking.
There's
been things outside of my control that's happened over the past few weeks. I've got all the things I need to announce since I've been away for a while. First things first, as you can see, I'm back in the old studio, back at Creative Studio. Scape Studio, if you guys don't know, there was a robbery, someone broke into it. A lot of equipment was stolen. I think it was up to like 10 grand worth of equipment, all the mics, cameras, lighting, everything. And at this moment in time, obviously the studio is no longer running. My brother Elmi said he's got another venture coming up, so stay tuned for that one. If I end up going there, who knows? But for now, I'm back at Creative. The brothers here are very, very accommodating, so good to be back. As well, during that whole time of the whole situation happening with the studio, I've used the opportunity as an opportunity, should I say, to like focus on my US preparation. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm be flying very, very soon. I've said this multiple times before.
To LA?
Nah, I'm actually, you know what? Yeah, I had a conversation with
Hollywood.
Nah. Somewhere where, you know, the GOAT of basketball in this current generation, where he's originally from, the state of Ohio. Yeah, so basically, as I'm gonna announce, your boy is moving to Cleveland, Ohio for this fall. I had a conversation with my coach literally earlier this morning, and he said to me that I'm all the green lights up there. I can announce it. I'm gonna put it on my social media in the coming days. I'm just waiting for them to send the Photoshop stuff. Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. I haven't been back for like a year and a half, so yeah, it's looking good. And even my coach, nice coach, yeah. You see my coach? He said, let me give you like a 30-second rundown of why I picked you, innit?
Go on.
So I'm going to play the clip for you guys now to see.
My name is Joe Trimmer. I'm the head men's soccer coach here at Hiram College. We're really looking forward to having Monty joining us in the fall for our upcoming season. For our program, we look not only for players of a top technical level, but some guys that really bring that character piece, really bring that intensity onto the field. Guys that are not only going to improve our overall performance on the field, but are going to push our team forward. And I've seen that from Monty in spades. So we're looking forward to having him to making an impact not only on the field, but in the locker room as well. Welcome to the family, and go Terriers.
So yeah, guys, as you saw right there, that was my coach for the upcoming season. Quite generous, I think.
Highest technical ability, is that what he said?
Listen,
highest technical
quite generous. But now I'm looking forward to going back. So that also brings me up to my next point, which is US content will be coming. I have promised. I've made a lot of phone calls with a lot of people out there.
NBA vlog,
NBA vlogs will be coming. Day in the lives, a
travel vlog. We got to see that also.
Yeah, that's standard. Episodes will still drop. Don't get twisted. My teammates, I already spoke to a lot of the seniors that have been there for like 4 years. They're willing to jump on. I've spoke to guys from Minnesota. There's a lot of people. Trust me. There's a lot in the pipelines that I will be producing, inshallah. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, yeah, pretty much it. I need to now transition to my favorite part of Vibe with Monty, which is the Twitter segment. So, this Twitter segment has caught out a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of people forget the things that they tweet.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
I'll go first. Don't even
Oh.
worry about it. I'll go first.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
That's crazy because that's the order I've done it.
Listen, before you even get to me, unequivocally, anything I've tweeted, I do not deny. I'm saying it now.
With chest?
With chest. If I tweeted it, I meant it at the time.
Okay. Let's just see what I said, because I don't know half the stuff.
First, since it's within topic, it's within the time. A gal obviously tweeted, and I preached with this, and I'm sure AK vouched for this as well. Congratulations to the Lionesses. Congratulations to the England women's national team for winning the Euros yesterday.
Yeah.
Listen, big up. That is big stuff. Big stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, did you watch the final?
Yeah, I watched it with my wife.
Then what'd you make of the game?
Honestly, I thought it was a scrappy win, and I like the fact that they won it in that manner, because guess what? Whoa,
No, go.
It was a scrappy win. It's good to see they won. It's good to see they won it in that manner, especially after the men lost it last year in the same ground. So.
Okay. But now, personally, I even got AK saying, congratulations to the Lionesses. You get me? When I think they beat Sweden, wasn't it? Yeah. So listen, thumbs up all around. Even I tweeted, and I don't know.
Do you know what it is though? Real talk for a second, yeah. Legit big up to them, because people are gonna try and minimize what they did, but in that same ground that the men legit failed last season or last year, for them to come and do it, bro, it was a celebration yesterday. It was lovely.
I was at the fan park in Trafalgar Square. I was then at Wembley Stadium afterwards for the after parties. Oi, turn up.
It was lit.
I just gotta say this as an Arsenal guy. Shout out Bethany Mead. She player of the tournament, top goal scorer. No. It's not even about Arsenal. It's not even about Arsenal. She plays for England. She got player of the tournament and top goal scorer. And let me also say, Leah Williamson, captain, also plays for Arsenal. So yeah, shout out the Lionesses.
Congratulations, Arsenal winning the Euros, man. Let's carry on, man.
No, it wasn't Arsenal winning the Euros. It was Arsenal and Man City winning the Euros.
Even though there was a United player that scored, and then there was Russo that scored out. Let's not do that, man.
Stop it.
Anyways, big up to them. Anyways, since we're on Wembley,
Wembley.
Touch on another tweet that you spoke about.
There
Wembley.
we go.
Okay.
A gal tweeted,
Here we go.
2019 Championship playoff X, 2020 FA Cup final X, 2021 FA Cup final
exactly
X,
what you're talking about.
Euro 2020 final X, EFL Cup final 2022 X, 2022 FA Cup final X. Mason Mount not only let his country down, but let his club down. He also let England down too.
There you go. I back that. Yeah, Mason Mount, when it comes down to it, in high pressure games, he's done it in the Champions League final. Yes, probably one of the biggest games of his life. He's done it there, but all these other games, he's failed. And coincidentally, majority of those games are at Wembley. So the Wembley curse haunts Chelsea, and it also haunts Mason Mount.
I can say it haunts Mason Mount, because for him to be in different shirt, like he wears different jerseys. It's not like there's all Chelsea. There's Derby.
This was Derby,
there's
England,
there's
Chelsea.
Yeah, me. Some would say that the Champions League final is bigger than 4 of those finals that I've just named. So the EFL and FA Cup.
He still let Chelsea down and his country down. So
did he play at the Euros?
Yeah, he was in the Euros final.
Did he play though?
The final.
I think he did.
I think
No, I know he played, but I'm saying, did he actually play football?
Oh, during the Euros?
Yeah, he did. Remember, he started the first game.
You don't understand what I'm saying, though.
He started the first game.
He was on the pitch, but did he actually play it?
He started the first game.
I don't remember seeing him. I know he was playing the whole Euros, but I don't remember seeing him.
You know what? Let me just get this straight. Mason Mount is not a bad player. Mason Mount is not a bad player. He's just very, very poor when it comes to the clutch moments, and he performed one time he's done it, but he needs to do it more consistently.
The biggest moment of his life, in my opinion, more important than the Euros.
He just did the pass. Somebody got lucky that it got to him.
You sound salty. Man.
Do you know what it is? I feel like your Arsenal bias is strong.
Tremendous.
Strong. Outstandingly strong, yeah?
Well, you want me to be here, big up Chelsea players. When deservedly so, but I'll do it. But not right now.
So you're telling me he doesn't deserve any plaudits
Mason Mount's a good player. He's done well to stay at Chelsea, but guess what?
Stay at Chelsea.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for Frank Lampard, he would have never got a chance.
Do you know what? That's factually not incorrect, but the problem is the way you're making it sound like he's so poor, he's lucky to be in that.
No. He's a good player. He's a good player, but to talk about him in the same breath as some generational talents is ridiculous.
Oh, no. That's outrageous.
Okay,
that's
enough.
outrageous.
That's what people do, bro. You got people saying every time you have another top player at a club, first thing they do, they try to bring up Mason Mount. Chelsea, because he's their poster boy. He's their best player.
But at the same time, he's the benchmark for you Arsenal fans as well, because any player that plays in an attacking role that comes out of Arsenal, you automatically compare him to Mason Mount.
Yeah,
so
I've seen that a lot.
He's the standard for you guys as well. You guys, you know I clocked here. Football fans shoot themselves in the face, man, because you guys do this thing where any player that comes out of Arsenal, and some United fans do it as well, any attacking player that comes through the academy, if they're good enough, we try and bash another
Listen,
team.
I'm just going to say this.
So
Mason Mount,
you can't blame them.
Mason Mount can be a better player than ESR, but I don't compare him to ESR. You got fans that compare him to ECR, but I don't do that.
Okay, all right, cool. We'll move it on. We'll stay on the topics of finals because I feel like
all of this is fake. What you got for me then?
Don't worry.
Let's see.
Hey,
There's a couple more.
it's just
Shout out Hamza.
There's like anyways, stay on the topic of finals. I feel like
I'm getting stressed now.
it's only right, since there's two United fans in the building, obviously myself and AK. It's only right we brag about the one thing that these lot don't have. You know, so
Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that.
Arsenal were just over 15 minutes away from lifting the Champions League trophy. I will forever hate Barcelona for that shit. HAALAND Madrid every time they play each other. My brother.
And I had the picture of Henry kneel down in front of the corner flag too.
All the tweets are on the screen for the people to see.
What did you say? They were 15 minutes away.
15.
If my granddad was born 15 minutes earlier, he would have been the president of Somalia. I guarantee you.
Listen, guys.
This makes no sense, man.
Guys, it's a factual statement. We were up 1-0, 15 minutes to go in the Champions League final. We ended up losing.
So what's the point of that tweet?
We ended up losing.
What is the point of that tweet?
Listen, you can sometimes reminisce the good memories, and you can sometimes even remember the bad memories.
He tweeted with?
Henry.
Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Where did he go the next year?
He went to Barcelona.
To do what? To do what?
He ended up winning the Champions League there.
Why did he go there?
He went there because it was a better sporting outfit than Arsenal.
He went there. I like how he uses the sported outfit. Hey, that's a new one.
He went there and begged to play on the right wing so he can get his hands on the Champions League.
Okay, first of all,
that is the
he
fact. didn't
beg to play anywhere.
Man.
Understand, Thierry Henry is a very versatile player that can play in many different positions.
No one's saying that. We're not saying he wasn't.
And this is a guy who's a footballing legend. Listen, it got to a point. Arsenal got to a point where Henry proved everything he could at Arsenal. He couldn't win the Champions League with us. He got robbed for a Ballon d'Or. He absolutely got robbed. Listen, Nedved himself even knows he got robbed for that Ballon d'Or. Nobody here can tell me anything. Anybody who tells me that he didn't get robbed for that Ballon d'Or is a straight up liar.
Listen, I got a question for you. And we're talking facts here. When he went to Barcelona, where did he play majority of his games?
He played on the left.
And what was he doing on the left-hand side when he was playing there?
He was creating.
Was he?
He was still scoring also.
What was he?
Yeah, he was.
He was making diversion runs so Messi and them lot could play football. But he was
bro, Pep Guardiola, guys, we know Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola had Samuel Eto'o. He had all these guys, and he didn't use them.
The thing is, you went from having a tweet that you were 15 minutes away to losing it in 15 minutes, and then you said you were reminiscing. What exactly are you reminiscing? The fact that you lost a Champions League final in 15 minutes?
You know what?
There's nothing that
you know what? I'll tell you this. It's an emotional moment. A lot of Arsenal fans remember that moment, and it's just sometimes you look at sometimes you just look at those things and you just say to yourself, you know what? We were this close.
That long ago, you know, he tweeted during Ramadan.
Yeah, you sometimes have you ever just sat there and just thought for yourself, looking back at a moment, being like, if only. That's what it was. It was one of those if only moments. Yeah, sure.
I don't do it for only because when I look back at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Hey, this is gonna bite him in the ass.
Okay.
Go on.
Before we move on from that tweet, I just wanted to note and put it on record. That tweet was a quote tweet, and the thing that he quote tweeted was an Arsenal fan saying there will be this unwritten rule that Barcelona and Arsenal would love each other. But anyways, moving on. We have another tweet. It's true. You get me? We have another tweet.
I don't like Barcelona, yeah.
But your whole fan base does. So it's one of them ones, isn't it? I think we've dug at EGAL for a bit too long. We need to switch it at AK.
No, that was easy.
go.
Baby food, 1982.
As I said, anything I tweeted, I'll say it now before I even hear the tweets with chest. When I tweeted it, I meant it.
Okay, AK.
Okay. We're going to shift it to the clubs that we both support.
Go on.
Manchester United will never see success as long as Harry Maguire is starting.
And furthermore, I'll take it a step further now. Manchester United will never see the slightest bit of success, even a Europa League, even a Carabao Cup, as long as Harry Maguire is starting for Man United consistently.
Why?
Week in, week out. He's just not good enough. It's just as simple as that. He's not good enough, and he drags those around him down when he plays.
Is he starting this season for you?
God knows if he starts, and if he does start, I'm telling you now, I'll say it, we will not win a single major trophy.
So are you going to be Ten Hag out?
Absolutely not.
So yeah, as long as he's there and he's starting, you're not going to win.
And
but
this
if
is why
but
I
if the
think he won't
manager
be there for
continues,
longer.
if the manager continues to play him past this year, then surely you're going to have to look at the person who's playing him.
Listen, if Harry Maguire is good enough, again, if Harry Maguire is good enough to win a trophy, he will win it with Ten Hag. My opinion, I don't think he is. I think Ten Hag will very quickly realise that, and he'll go get another centre back next season. But I think this season, that's why I find it hard to say United are going to win something this season, because I don't think we personally will. The most we can get is top 4, which I think is realistic.
I don't think Harry Maguire is a bad player. I just think his relationship with Manchester United needs to end so he can go and play football somewhere else. That's better for
If
him.
he goes to Hull, maybe a Watford.
No, I don't think he's that bad.
If he's playing within 20,
Chelsea need a centre back.
One sec. If
Go
he's
get
playing within
him.
20 meters, if he's playing within 20 to 30 meters of his goalkeeper, he can.
What
play.
about if he's playing in a back three with Koulibaly and Thiago Silva? It would work.
Listen, people need to understand
It would work,
to
right?
play a high, and Monty, you'll understand when I say this. We want to play a high line. The way Ten Hag plays, we're going to play a high line, and we will be caught out so many times this season. During pre-season, we've already seen it. We will look so bad on the transition because he just doesn't have, in my opinion, the technical ability to keep up with
So
the
is
play.
it Varane and Lissandro?
We'll have to wait and see. Lindelof.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I'll be real, I'll be so honest. I'm going to get back to the tweets, don't worry. But United, for this season, I am convinced we will see Lissandro on the left and Maguire on the right. And the reason I say that is because even in pre-season,
Maguire's on the right.
Maguire has been playing right side for the whole of pre-season.
Yeah.
He's normally on the left. And his
What about Varane?
I'll be real, Varane.
They haven't played a game together, them two.
Yeah,
by the way.
they haven't. Not just that as well. I also believe Varane. I don't think Ten Hag looks at Varane and says, "Yeah, like I can get a whole season out of you." I feel like Varane might come in for the big games, like the big moments. We need his composure. We need all these other things, all the other aspects that he brings. But I feel like consistently over a season, the one thing I'll never like. I'll be real. I don't like Maguire. I don't want him to be like. That's my standpoint, innit? I don't want him in the team. However,
in the tweet, did I say as long as he's captain or as long as he's playing?
as long as he's there. As long as he's there.
Good. I just wanted to make sure I got it right.
But,
Listen, could you know Ten Hag from watching the Eredivisie? Do you think you would go to 3 at the back and play all 3 of them together?
No. The only time we'll ever go 3 back is when one of the DMs will drop in. Yeah, that's the only time, and that'll be because of transition, because we're in possession.
That's during in-game as well. It's not a tactical lineup.
It's not him starting a game saying, "Oh, we're going through." Like he'll
No,
always
I
play
hear
for.
that. I hear that.
But as I was saying, I do believe Lissandro. It'll be Malacia, Lissandro. It'll be Maguire, and then Dalla. But there we go. Sticking on, obviously Arsenal. Actually, you know what? I'll put another tweet up on the screen for you lot to see. I want you to explain this one. I know you was probably trolling, but the fact that we've got it and the receipts are here, let's not use it as the trolling content.
No, but let me hear the tweet first, because you know me on Twitter, innit?
The tweet is, the future of Premier League football is in good hands, and the picture that he's put up is Daniel James. Chat to me.
You know, he also said once, "Oh my God, the amount of Dan James prop this guy has done is ridiculous."
Let me make this very clear.
Take the floor.
Let me make this very clear. Dan James is my tool. He's my weapon that I use when people have conversations that make absolutely no sense. Conversations. No. Listen. Because I've done this before. It's not the first time I've done this. I've done this on big YouTube channels where I've said if Dan James went to Liverpool, he'll be as good as Mo Salah.
Yeah,
and
that was my
you
channel.
can't tell me I mean that stuff when I say that. What I'm trying to say is it's a way to just show how stupid some of these arguments on football Twitter are, and that's why I use him. If you're ever on my Twitter, you'll see Dan James is on my timeline almost all the time, bro. All the time.
Okay.
He
did say that once.
That's my secret weapon, man.
Yeah.
I don't like how he's trying to.
You're never gonna get me on Daniel James, man. Impossible.
Daniel James, and the worst thing is,
he said he wanted him back at United. Also,
there's another one. Yeah, there's another one where I said in 2026. I think I said he's gonna come back and win the league for Man United. You can't tell me I mean that, bro.
That he used Dan James and Ira Wan-Bissaka, please, man. you absolute clown. And the worst thing is, the cap is. I'm convinced, this guy tweeted this at midnight, so he was up late.
I was in a space. Furthermore, I think I was in a space at the time listening to some people talking about wingers.
Anyway,
and I tweeted it out. Listen, this is what I'm saying. My Twitter is filled with halftime trolls and halftime thingies, but anything I said, I meant it.
Obviously, I like the fact that we're outnumbered. We're outnumbering an Arsenal fan. There's 2-1. So we'll bring it back to Arsenal. AK said, and it's quote, I actually love the fact that Arsenal fans are talking with chest, because it just makes it that much sweeter when the inevitable happens.
What happened at the end of the season?
Now this was tweeted 11th. It was tweeted on the 8th of November 2021.
What happened at the end of the season?
Wait, before we get to that, it got to a point where at that moment when you tweeted it, Arsenal was on an unbeaten run.
10 games.
Yeah, the January Christmas period, not January.
Before we
played Man
City. Was that game the day after they played us, or the day before they played us? What was it? 21 November?
No, that was before we played. It's 8th of November. This is pre. So they're on this great purple patch here. And then obviously some of us can see through all of that, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We've known Arsenal long enough to know what gone. And then even transition lovely, because why? There's a picture that I'm gonna put up on the screen that AK has posted on numerous, not even once. The cycle. That cycle. Hey, it starts off with goes on a decent run of form. Starts calling mid players world class. Gain hope for Europe.
Yep, we're getting top 4
matches with poor form. Starts overreacting, Arteta out. The whole cycle just keeps going.
And you cannot tell me that cycle isn't reality. It's exactly what happens with Arsenal fans. And when I say, I've been saying this from the beginning of last season when Arsenal went on that 10-game run, that first 10-game run, I said, Arsenal fans, I love it.
It's funny how
do you know why I love it though? Do you know why I love it? Because they'll come out and they'll do this again this season. They'll come out swinging, they'll come out talking shit, and then the inevitable will happen where they can't go across that line.
You know the crazy. Before we get on, I'm gonna let you have your moment to just defend yourself, but it's funny how all of a sudden the ownership are now speaking when they're on these paparazzi. That's the funny part for me. They don't come out when there's a big L, when something's tough. They come out when they're like, they beat Southampton at home 3-0. They beat Norwich at home 4-1 or whatever. And then you'll see the Cronkies come out doing interviews and statements, and Eddies will come out. It's like, come on, man.
Arsenal fans fall into that same trap every year.
You want to know something?
We're going to see it again this year.
Okay, first of all, the Kroenke thing. The Kroenkes and Glazers, 2 different owners, 2 different types of people. So the way the Kroenkes have dealt with the club lately, they've been a little bit better. So people are going to be a lot more optimistic.
No, I'm saying during when they speak.
They don't speak much.
But they spoke more times last season than they did in the previous 5 years.
Yeah, because they had the Super Bowl where they spoke about Arsenal. They had the press tour. They had the friggin'
it's funny how all of these tours and
happening now.
What happening during that form?
No. It happened. The interview originally took place just after we won I think the Norwich game. After we won the first game of the season, we lost 3 games. Then we won the Norwich game. Then they had the interviews.
No, they had the interview in September.
Am I tripping?
Yeah, you're tripping. I watched it. I watched both interviews. One was with Sky Sports and another one was on the US network. When he was on
the US one was during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it doesn't. No. It was building up to the Super Bowl. Right.
Yeah.
But it was still within the Purple Patch form. And then the first interview was the Sky Sports one, and then that happened literally like
okay.
Let's just the lady. The lady. Just hit me now. The lady even said, no, it wasn't the lady. It was that guy that does ITV football. Oh, what's his name, man? Oh, this is gonna burn me. Wallahi,
Anyways. I was just gonna say, AK, you do this all the time. When a team, you're hoping for them to do bad. When they're looking good and they're doing well, you say, "Oh, you might get it." But even if you do, what are you gonna do with it? So it's no matter what, you're gonna just downplay everything.
Where in that tweet did I say if
you're going to downplay everything?
Monti,
you're going to downplay even if we got Champions League football, you were gonna downplay it.
What
the fact that we did,
here it is. Extended. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna make sure my thing is muted. This was the 7th of November. This was the first one. The first interview was 7th of November. So it wasn't September.
Now Google check quickly. Arsenal Norwich 1-0 win.
Carry on talking.
Yeah, I was saying in that tweet, I clearly stated the inevitable will happen. And Egal, you've known me the whole season. How many times have I used that word?
You say that a lot.
Every day, because it's the truth.
11th of September.
It is the truth.
So was it around the same time?
No.
Okay.
A whole 2 months after.
Okay.
But that's when they were on that 10-game run.
They was on that 10-game run, bro.
And I'm telling you, it will happen again this season.
Wallahi, I don't even need to scroll. Wallahi, I don't even need to scroll. I beg you, read that. This guy only does interviews when we're on unbeaten form. It's an Arsenal fan speaking. Man said, hey, what the
No, but that's not my point is not even around the interviews. My point is I don't like the Cronkies because we haven't been able to achieve things, and I'm never going to get off their backs but until we achieve things. But at this moment in time, they're doing their job. It's on the people on the pitch to perform. They've spent the money. Now it's on the people on the pitch to perform.
Man said, gotta hand it to this guy, eloquent speaker. His PR game is sensational. That alone could win the Champions League for us.
Nah, some people are trolls. Man.
Anyways.
But yeah, the inevitable in Arsenal, it will happen again. It happens.
But what about AK's tweets where he's saying Manchester United guarantee will get top 4?
Find the tweet.
What about the videos? What about the videos on
Find it. Unless you have the VAR there ready to go, don't come at me. Because I know I said it, but you'll never find it.
It will take a lot longer to find by the time the videos.
Maybe I did tweet it.
I'm looking at it right now.
I think I actually
just type in Man United top 4 on AKs. You'll probably find it.
I think I tweeted it once.
Because there's numerous times.
February, yeah,
there's numerous times where you're King Kong it and saying, you know what, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
We have a tweet here.
Go on.
What did he say?
If I said it, I meant it. Remember.
But you said we're never gonna find it.
If you said it, I meant it.
Hey, I'll be real.
Is it bad?
No.
Okay.
You know what? He hasn't tweeted it. He might have deleted it, but it's not here.
No, well, I don't delete tweets.
Okay, then I've typed in your whole app, top 4, not a single one is there.
Again, as I said, if he looks for it hard enough, you might be able to find it. I think I've said it on YouTube once in February.
I'm looking.
The
only tweet that comes up is AK confessing we're not making top 4.
When was that?
April, 2nd of April. You came out and said, honestly, I just want 8th place right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, did it. We'll did it. We'll move on.
Make sure that stays in as well, because I need to see. I don't get caught out around there, man.
Let's go. Listen, I'll put it up.
I don't get caught out around there, man.
Anyways, that's the Twitter segment done.
Thank God.
Sensational stuff.
Now I got some tweets about you as well, because I knew you do this segment, so I went and did my own
prepared.
research.
Fuck off.
I went and did my own research.
off.
Since you want to do this to everyone, no one ever does it to you, innit?
You're lying.
Hey, so good.
Oi.
That was good, you got.
Oi. Don't do that. Wallahi, you don't do that. Oi. Wallahi, for a second.
Bro, it literally takes 2 seconds.
Wallahi, for a second, you had me there. I said, whoa. No one's ever spun the block on me.
Aye, wallahi.
Don't do that.
Should have came prepared.
That was a good one.
Wallahi, hold on.
Alright, where we sitting now?
Anyways, right now, what we're gonna do, guys, today, as you can see by the title, we're doing Premier League predictions for the upcoming season, 2022-23 season. So I've told the boys to predict 1 to 20 every single spot. So then when we come back to the end of the season, we see where guys are. We don't want to do just top 6 and relegation. We want to do everything because the likes of Everton's predictions from the previous year will be accounted for. Brentford, for example, will be accounted for. So,
can't lie to you, usually at the beginning of the season, I skip this part. You see where people are doing their 20 predictions and stuff. I don't do them because people are going to come back at me. And if it's on camera and it's not a good look.
I know, because I was on Spaces and I remember you said you don't do them.
I don't normally do them, I promise you.
We're here. Right now, the awards, we're also doing individual awards. So we're doing top goal scorer, top playmaker, golden glove, and then we're doing gaffer this season. Then we're doing first to get sacked, we're doing ones to watch, biggest flop, sign of the season. And yeah, that's all the individual awards. And then obviously, like I said again, 1 to 20. So, what we'll do is we'll start off with the individual awards, get that out of the way. I think it's the easiest thing to get through. So who wants to go first?
Let's go.
Top goal scorer.
Very simple. Mohamed Salah. He's gonna just Liverpool's top goal scorer for the last couple of years, Golden Boot winner for the last couple of years. I think he's just gonna do it again, and I don't think anyone's gonna pip him to it. I know Harry Kane and those guys are gonna be involved, but I don't think they're gonna do it.
I'd love to shamelessly sit here and say Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's not going to happen.
No, he had his chance last year.
Yeah, fortunately, it will not be Mo Salah, it'll be Harry Kane.
Safe set.
I think last season people don't seem to understand. Harry Kane going into December had 1 goal and he finished the season with 17. In that second half of the season, he absolutely went off, and I don't see him having a start to the season like he did last season again. Conte's spirits are high, they got a functioning team. I think he's gonna absolutely smash it goal wise this year.
I have put down Mohamed Salah. I put him down because, again,
this is where I question both of you though, and I'm sorry, but this is where I start questioning both of your ball knowledge as well, because you have Liverpool who have changed their system completely to now suit an out and out number 9. You don't think that's going to affect Mo Salah in terms of his?
I still think Mo Salah will be the main goal scorer. I think Nunes.
Impossible.
I'm also will become the main goal scorer.
I think Nunes was brought in so they can play through him.
Nunes was brought in.
I'll also put another spanner in the works.
Dimension of play.
Salah's also going to be taking all the penalties. You're not going to have to worry about.
He takes all the penalties as well.
He's also going to be the guy taking. He's also going to be the guy that's going to be in the be the main finisher for the team.
He's not anymore though.
I think you have.
I don't think he's going to have the creative burden as a Luis Diaz would.
And what does Luis Diaz create exactly?
Luis Diaz is going to have the creative burden in mind. What is he? You're going to have Cavallo.
I call him the best at full play, and he's no end product.
Can I get this out the way now? I know you have a little line that you're going through, but since you've mentioned his name, I just want to get it out the way now. My flop of the season for next season is Luis Diaz, the man that has those expectations. I just want to make sure you understand that.
We're not going to digest into that one. We'll come back to it.
I can't believe what I just heard.
We come back. No. For me, I said this last season.
Luis Diaz, flop of the season. Are you serious?
Not yet.
Go on. I can't believe what I just heard.
The reason why I've got Salah as top goal scorer is because I also think last season will play on his mind quite a lot. I feel like all the talking, all the trash talking that he was doing, Champions League final didn't deliver. End of the Premier League campaign didn't deliver. Obviously, City were the last
time something played on his mind. He went to France and he lost it, bro. I don't want to hear it.
I'll be real. Like, I have faith in him this year for him to come good, especially with all the competitions that they're gonna try to get. Top assister,
Kevin De Bruyne with Haaland there. Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay, you.
Trent.
With the same.
I think Trent will. He'll. I think people are. I hate the fact that I'm gonna have to say this, but I think Darwin Núñez will get a good amount of goals from.
How many roughly?
Just from. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself. But I think he'll get a good amount of goals just from Trent crosses and the way Trent puts the ball in the box. Because as much as I don't like Darwin Núñez on the feet, on the ball, but in the air, he is still a dominant player. So I think he'll secure his assists through that avenue. And of course, he's still got Mo Salah, who he plays them 1 yard passes to, that he gets assists from as well. So I don't see Trent not getting it personally.
And your reason for KDB was Haaland going to be?
I think the fact that Haaland's there, they have a focal point, and Kevin De Bruyne is going to have somebody.
I think Grealish benefits more from Haaland than.
Yeah, with the cutbacks,
KDB,
I know.
yeah.
I know, but I think KDB's position will be more advanced, and I think Bernardo Silva is going to be the one that's taking more of the lesser role now. So I was going to say, with the Golden Glove, I don't know about you guys, but the Golden Glove is not a trophy that I feel like you can just say, you know what, put your prediction out there and it can be a left shout. I just feel like the two best teams are Liverpool and City, and I think if City's gonna be the team that gets the most clean sheets, like they did last season, I just think that's gonna happen again. And I just think the way they play, he doesn't even have to make saves. He doesn't even have to touch the ball much. He like, when was the last time Ederson actually made a save in a game?
Do you know what? I agree. I agree with him. I think City and Ederson, simply based off the fact that.
So yours is Ederson and yours is Ederson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think City overrun most teams in this league, and they whitewashed them in 30 minutes, and those teams legit give up after that.
They're
point.
demoralized.
And I don't think most teams can do that. Liverpool on occasions will do that to a lot weaker teams, but I think City does it at a level playing field to everyone in the league except maybe the top 2 or top 3. Everyone else, they just seem to kill them off. So I don't see City conceding. I don't see City. You know what? I'll even make a prediction. I'll say they'll go. How much was it last season? Was it
17 or 18?
17. So yeah, I'll say it'll be about that same. It'll be about that 17, 18 clean sheets.
Alright, I feel you. For me, I put down Alisson. I'll be real.
Why?
I think Alisson, because it ties into a lot of the things I'll explain in more detail later.
Okay.
But I think Alisson will get Golden Glove purely because I feel like Liverpool this season, they might be on something. I have a sneaky suspicion
Liverpool concede a lot of goals, bro.
No. I feel like with Liverpool, with them, they're more like the individual players will stand up.
Are you hinting that this is directly connected to your predictions for who's going to win?
Yeah. But I think for me...
Oh my God, I just clocked what you're about to do, man. Get out of here, man. Wallahi, you can't do that, bro.
As a Man United fan too.
You can't do that, bro.
So what, am I going to pick City? Because I'm like... Anyways, we'll move on.
I thought you didn't care about Little City.
We move on. So like I said, Alisson and them two, Ederson.
I'm appalled, wallahi.
No, don't worry. Manager of the season.
I think it's going to be Eddie Howe. I think Eddie Howe is going to be manager this season.
You?
I'm going to be shameless. It's going to be Eddie Howe. Chill out, man. I'm not going to say it. Yeah. I know a guy just said Eddie Howe, but I've got Eddie Howe written down as well for manager of the season.
Why are you not both with Eddie Howe?
I'm going with Eddie Howe because this is a team that last year that was in a relegation battle. This year they're going to be playing amazing football. You're going to see the style of football that they're going to play, and they're going to shock a lot of teams. And I think they're going to be in contention for that Conference League spot.
And
I think the quality, the improvement in quality is there. It ties into the next one that we're doing as well for me. But I think they've brought in more quality players. I think they've solidified their team in most positions that they needed to. And I think this team under Eddie Howe's guidance is more than good enough now to get that.
And plus, it's boring giving to
they'll be in the top 10. I think they'll be 7th, 8th. I don't even know where I put them on here, but yeah, they'll be competing for that Conference League spot. Maybe if one of West Ham, Leicester, or one of them teams have a shaky season, I wouldn't be surprised if these lot start pushing up all the way up.
Facts. But you know what? It's boring giving it to Klopp or Pep every year. Last year they gave it to Klopp. Why?
Okay,
he didn't even win the league.
I didn't agree with Abiro. I didn't agree with that one. But
he had the most.
They should have given it to David Moyes or Pep at least.
I agree with you. It should have been Pep. No, not David Moyes.
David Moyes finished 7th with West Ham that has spent less than a majority of the teams in this league.
If it was to be given to anyone, it would have been my choice, Eddie Howe or Pep, because he won the league. For me, those are the early two, because Eddie Howe, bro, December, they had not won a game.
Bro, don't forget, West Ham at one point were sitting like 3rd in the league. They were moving mad last season.
They were.
It's interesting, we'll see.
Okay, so I also got...
Next
on the
one
other
is
side, Gaffer to get sacked. First one to get sacked.
Frank Lampard. Nobody else.
Okay.
No.
What were you?
I'm going Brendan Rodgers.
Ooh, but yo, they had injuries.
About that one,
they had injuries last season. They're not going to have injuries
I
this
think
season.
Brendan Rodgers he's going to start the season off appalling. I think he'll be gone before what's it called? Before the World Cup. Personally,
You got friends that are Leicester fans. They telling you this?
There's unrest. They're not happy. No one at Leicester's happy at the moment. The club is refusing to make signings as well. Don't know if it's money related or whatnot. They're going to be losing players. Maddison, example.
Tielemans.
So Tielemans is also. I honestly see him struggling next season, and I see him gone by December.
That's mad.
Interesting, because for me, my manager to get sacked is Marco Silva.
Yeah, that was I feel like that's the easy choice though.
I feel like it's the most obvious choice.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go for it.
I feel like it's so obvious. Fulham are trigger happy, like
No, but that's all promoted teams.
No, there's some that hold out. Like
I feel like you went for the easiest choice, man. That's somewhat of a cop out answer, because that's the first one that came in my head as well.
Bro, then that's the only one I'm gonna go for. Then, isn't it? What the hell? Why am I trying to be different? Like if the answer's right in front of you, like
I don't know. We'll see.
I think if there was odds, I would say yours has the highest odds. Mine has the second highest. Yours probably has the least highest.
Brendan
Don't be
Rodgers, the
shocked.
only reason why I don't think he'll get sacked.
Don't be shocked.
Like I was thinking about him, but the only reason I don't think he'll get sacked is just purely like who they replace him with. And I was looking at the pool of managers available, and I was thinking they're not like they don't scream like Leicester does. It's not attractive as a manager like to be going to Leicester.
I think it is.
Leicester.
Yeah, I think for most managers that aren't the top 3-4% of managers, they look at Leicester as an opportunity to step up. And Leicester has built itself a name now as well. It's essentially a household name in the UK. So
no, it's a household name.
It's very. I don't know. It'll be very tough, man. We'll see.
I think
I'm only saying Brendan because of what I'm hearing from Leicester fans. They're not unhappy. The club's not signing players. They're telling him sell to buy. They can't seem to get rid of the players that they want to get rid of. Tielemans still on standby to multiple different clubs. James Maddison is flirting with every single club in the country. Yeah, so it's like they're in a bad situation. If next season starts off badly for them, I think he'll be gone before the World Cup. Personally.
Graham Potter's the replacement.
Alright, signing of the summer.
Gabriel Jesus. It shouldn't be anybody else. If you guys put anybody else, you're lying to yourselves. It's Gabriel Jesus.
Gavin, man.
£45 million for Manchester City, 4-time Premier League winner, Brazilian striker.
Don't do that 4-time Premier League.
Come on.
Don't do that.
Come on. It's a fact. Am I lying? Did he win 4 Premier Leagues or not?
It's so shady. That's like me saying.
It's not a shady fact.
That's like me saying Butner's a Premier League winner.
Bro, Gabriel Jesus
is a Premier League
winner. Gabriel Jesus won 4 Premier Leagues. Even if you want to say he was a bit part player, 2 of them he was essential.
Okay, cool. He was essential in a few of them. I'll be real. He was essential. However, an essential is even a stretch.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Essential's a stretch.
Which one was the essential?
Bro, go pull up his stats right now for the last for the last 4 Premier League seasons.
We're not doing the stats.
Okay, forget about stats. This is a guy. This is a guy.
Simple question.
This is a guy.
Simple question, Igal.
Yes.
Which ones was the essential in?
The last 2 Premier League seasons when they won the league, he was essential.
He was essential in the last 2 that City won.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave that up to you to have a look at that.
He played in their biggest games and he scored in their biggest games.
That's not how essential in a league works, in my opinion.
At the end of the day, a league campaign is 38 games.
What is it? Wait, that just went over my head.
He said he scored against the big teams. It's like, come on, man.
He was essential.
Listen.
Okay, whatever. Anyways,
it is what it is.
Long story short, Gabriel Jesus is going to absolutely do numbers, I think he's going to surpass a lot of people's expectations going into the transfer.
This one might be a bit left field. I thought really hard about this one, and I'm looking at it as the player that will make the most impact in the team that they joined.
Okay.
And a player that I think is going to absolutely change Newcastle United is Sven Botman. The difference he's going to make in that team, quality wise, defensively, is going to be massive, and I think that will help shoot them up the pecking order a lot. So because it would have been easy for me to sit here and say Jesus or Haaland or whatever, but
it wasn't long ago he was linked to Liverpool.
If I look at all of the players and that have been signed, and I think which one's going to have the most impact on their team, forget the table and other teams around in them, but who's going to have the most effect on their team, I think Botman, the rise, the level he's going to take them up is greater than Jesus is going to do to Arsenal, it's greater than Haaland's going to do for City, and it's greater than Nunes is going to do for Liverpool.
Biggest flop of the season.
I'm going to start this one.
Go ahead.
I got 2 names. My first name,
He said
is Luis Diaz.
Okay, but we'll come back to that one first.
Okay.
Go to the summer one.
My second name, and this is again based off of expectations, what people expect from him. The way people are expecting Erling Haaland to bang, I do not. I do not believe. Maybe flop of the season is a bit of a. It's too harsh, and I'm gonna end up regretting saying this. I'm gonna end up probably listen. I'm probably gonna end up regretting saying this because maybe flop of the season is too much. But I'm gonna make this very clear.
Lukaku was a flop.
Again,
so you're comparing.
I think when you look at expectation. 1 second. Let him
clarify.
Because if I don't clarify this, it's gonna be taken out of context. I am looking at it as expectation to reality. What they expected of Lukaku and what he delivered were two completely different things. And that's what made him the flop that we all call. I look at Erling Haaland, people are expecting golden boot attempts. People are expecting him to be up the year. Absolutely.
Is 17 goals a flop?
Most footballing fans are expecting him to be up there competing for the golden boot. We're talking 22, 23, 24, 25, whatever it is. I look at Erling Haaland and I look at Manchester City's record with signings in their first season, and I do not think he's going to get anywhere near what people expect him to.
I don't think it's ridiculous what you're saying, but are you expecting him to get between 15 to 17 goals?
This is going to sound mad.
Oh, he's saying below 15.
I think he's going to get sub 15.
Okay. You know what? I think the fact that he's been in the Bundesliga, a lot of people haven't been watching him so much. So there is flaws in his game, and his flaws are going to be exposed. But people are going to start an agenda on Haaland. It is a reality.
It's not even an agenda, guys. I'm not saying he's a bad player. What I'm saying is, can you name me one City player, or name me more than one City player that has banged in their first season?
No, but that's okay. I agree with you on that.
I'm telling you, it's a written rule, bro. Pep Guardiola players first year don't hit, bro.
I agree with you. However, I feel like maybe he'll have a slow. Maybe he'll have. No, forget that. But forget that. I think he might have a slow start. But bro, whilst everyone's at the World Cup, he's chilling, bro. He's chilling. Man, that's for me. World Cup tax is gonna be heavy this year.
Listen, I don't know about no World Cup tax, but I'm gonna say it now and I'm gonna say it here, and I don't care if this gets clipped. I don't care if this comes back to bite me. Erling Haaland will get less than 13 goals in the Premier League this season, in my opinion.
Mine is not as ridiculous as his, but it's
if that doesn't make him a flop, then I don't know what makes him a flop personally.
You want to address this though?
Man, you're crazy, fam. Man.
Hey guys, let us know what you think about what he just said in the comments.
And I'm not saying he's a bad player. And I'm saying second season he'll bang 20. He'll be competing for that Premier League title, Golden Boot. But that people always seem to forget that City first season tax is such a taxing way of playing football. Man. It's not easy to play. And we even saw against Liverpool in that thing. He struggled to get into those spaces that he normally gets into. Bro, it's out there. Like I'll tweet it. I'll say it. It's there, man. I don't mind.
Mine is Raheem Sterling. I think Raheem Sterling.
That's outrageous.
I don't think that's. I don't think it's outrageous because Chelsea are a team.
He has more of a
Chelsea are a team. Chelsea are a team that are known for attackers to struggle. And he comes into that Chelsea team, and I think he's going to look like some of those attackers that and how they've looked for the last couple of years. Now, don't get me wrong; he could still be the best performer out of his a bad bunch. But I generally think his numbers are going to take a big decline. He's not going to be the guy that people think he is to transform that attack. And when it comes down to it, Thomas Tuchel's system has not yet gotten the best out of any of his attackers that he has to his disposal. And I don't think that's going to change with Raheem Sterling, in my opinion.
Okay. My potential flop for the season, I've written down two names. One name is because I don't like the fact that he's joined this team. I feel like when he was in La Liga, he was protected, he was outstanding, he played very well, the system suited him. Now that he's in the Premier League, I really think he's going to get exposed and caught out. My first flop of the season is Diego Carlos. Gone to Aston Villa. I don't think that will work at all. For me, I feel like he's gone. I think the Premier League he went to the Premier League. He didn't join Aston Villa. He went to join the Premier League. Because wallahi, I personally think that the system that Gerrard wants to play, I don't think he has the capabilities. Because I've watched him a few times. Bro, he's not a defender that, for me, screams mid block. You know, like Villa want to play at Villa Park.
Yeah.
Either a high line or a mid line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna play. They're not gonna be edge of the box.
They won't be sitting in
They
their
won't
own
be
half.
sitting in the edge box. So for me, that's
They
why,
were against
for example,
us.
That's why, for example, Konsa gets so much praise. He works well because why? He's mobile. He's quick. Even Mings, to a certain extent, isn't as.
Don't mention Mings in the same breath
wait,
as him.
Wait, even Mings, even though he's been caught a couple times, I feel like Diego Carlos will get caught way more. And first season in the Prem with him, I don't think he's gonna do particularly well. I got another name. This name for me, I'm more confident that he won't work out. Samaka, that's gone to West Ham.
Yeah.
For me, this screams Haaland.
I never understood. I didn't understand that move. Yeah, I didn't understand that move.
Bro, I don't get it. For me,
It's risky, but West Ham are willing to take risks.
No, but bro, last time,
Antonio replacement, right?
bro, the so called. And
Skamaka, you mean?
Huh?
Skamaka.
Yeah.
Skamaka. For me, it's like, bro, this guy screams Sebastian Haller, like, get me. And look how Haller has been doing it, ripping it in. Obviously, the whole news of him, the treatment, obviously, is sad to hear. But when he was at Ajax, bro,
last year Champions League
smoking team. You think this is the same guy that we all classes up? He got 4 Prem goals.
Yeah.
4. Fam, Skamaka, man, I can't lie. You have to hold that on, G.
They might call him scam after the season.
This bro is a scam, bro. I don't know how they bagged 30-40 mil for him. Wallah, that is outrageous. There's guys telling me that he's this, he's that.
He's all right. He's all right. Like I don't think he's a bad player, but I again, that move just doesn't make sense to me.
Bro,
I'm happy with Jesus. We were linked to him.
Okay, there we go.